So we're in a really quiet, peaceful village in Staffordshire, and we're going to a garage sale. What have we got here? This is a nice house.
Oh, is it? Do you want? Shall we get the?
So I paid £5 each for these trainers. And the cars are all piling in at this store number 7, so it's got to be good. So house number 9 is coming up, starting to get through them now. I purchased this box for just £2. I couldn't leave it behind. It's pretty cool.
Oh, they are, yeah. It is in good nick.
How much have you got on your trains? Probably should have picked these up, to be honest, but my knowledge just was not there. Yeah.
20 quid.
That's not bad, actually. I'm just sending some photos across, if that's all right.
Absolutely fine, yeah. I literally don't know.
The people around this village were really polite, really friendly, and it was such a contrast from the car boot I went to in the morning. I probably should have picked these bike stems up. He wanted £20 for all 3, but the thing that concerned me was there was a bit of rust into them, and I didn't know if they would really hold their value.
Oh. I don't think anybody's going to buy them.
That would not have been funny.
No. Exactly, that's what I'm thinking, yeah.
They love them for about 10 minutes. And then they clear to begin. Yeah.
They'd also got a vintage car show going on in the village, so I thought I'd check it out. Some really decent motors here. Pretty decent cars. Sad to say, in the 90s I had one of them. Yeah, it didn't last long. Cylinder head. There was no way I could carry these bowls, but I probably should have picked up this backgammon here. My mate Dave will not be very impressed, but I decided to leave it behind. And then I looked at some pottery by Totem from the 60s. It's quite a nice story, actually. The lady, she'd had them for her wedding present in the 1960s, and she just decided she wanted to clear out. However, I decided to leave them because the completes were really slow and they're very tricky to post. But moving on, I did find something very good in a rummage box, a vintage Cindy doll. Yeah. Sorry.
It's all right.
Thank you very much. I want to see what's at the bottom of this box.
I
think it's a skybox or 2 skyboxes.
Oh, okie
One's a
dokie.
Sky Plus, I think it is, and then the other one's just a normal one.
Sky HD. Any free views?
Only there is one, I think.
Is that straight from your Sky on demand? Oh, that big one at the bottom.
I think that was a free view one. Yeah.
Oh, right. Not seen that one before. House 22 was really good. I picked up some really good bits from here.
I don't know. I don't know. Well, I mean, I've got one room, I don't need it. I've got two or three sets. I very rarely use them because only if you're doing overhead cam. You know what I mean? But I have to gather something you need them. Yeah. There are ones that have gather. Yeah.
I'll definitely go somewhere.
I've got 3 spanners here, Captain. I'm not giving you a lot for them.
Right.
These here, I've had them off you.
Right then. £5 a lot.
4,
Well then.
1, and I'll do £1.50. 3.
Yeah, please.
I keep on putting in my back buying them because I've got boxes full of them. 4 there, just check.
Seen it all. I paid £1 for this Adventure Time Funko and it's worth quite a bit. I was going to give it to my girls. I'm kind of on the fence about it now. I don't know whether to sell it or not. I then went on to pick up this big box here from House 22. It's full of cars. The reason why I got it was because there was Transformers in it. They were 50p each, but the lady said just take the whole box for a £5, so I thought I'd have a go at it. And in all fairness, the Transformers are always nice to pick up because they're vintage. But some of these cars can fetch like £5 to £10 each. There's not a lot of money in them, but they stack up, they sell quick, and it's a really good way of improving my feedback. Some of these vintage Hot Wheel cars can fetch a lot of money. Unfortunately, the ones that I picked up, there's not a lot of money in them. But what they do have going for them is the condition. The conditions are really good. And even cars like the iconic Ford Capri, they're still quite saleable because people love getting something like that from the 80s because it reminds them of the car that they first had. So, yeah, I'm quite happy with this pickup. A lot of it's going to go to charity shops. And I may sell a few of them at the car boot just to clear them out. But there's a few of them that are worth putting on eBay. There's not a lot of money in these Adidas Neo, but they're such good condition. I might just keep them myself because they're size 10. They fit me. So they only go for about 16 to 20 quid. These are pretty decent now. These fetch about 40 to 50 quid. I've seen somebody listing some for over 100, but got to be realistic. So they're Adidas, no they're not, they're Nike Ronaldinho. Quite old AstroTurf shoes, in all fairness. This was really decent. It was a vintage head bag. Not vintage 80s, it's more like 90s, but it's so beat up. I don't think I can do anything with that. Which is unfortunate because these can fetch about 30 quid. Paid £1 for this book. This is gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna get for this because there's non-listed. There's a similar one for £19.99, and this is a vintage play school teddy. Again, no sales, but there's some listed, so we'll give it a go, see what we can get. Got a pound puppy here. These don't really fetch a lot, but it was 1984, so we'll give that a go too. I'll probably only get about £7.99 on that, to be honest. So I picked up this Cindy doll. It was all from the same rummage box. I paid the lady a bit more for this than she asked because it was worth it. And it's actually a Princess Diana one. I didn't even know Cindy did Princess Diana dolls. So I got a load of Cindy accessories too from another store. So I went to this store and I think they had a load of Cindy dolls early, but they sold them, and she just gave them me free. I gave her £1 for them. So this is a Caterpillar shirt. I paid £1 for it. Nothing completed on that, so I don't know what it's actually worth. I might try and get about 15 on it. I think it's early noughties, so it's fairly old. And of course a Radley purse. I paid £1 for that. You just can't leave them behind, because some of these Radley purses that I use can fetch decent money. So this is a Tommy Hilfiger top. Paid £2 on that, and I might just keep that myself. And these were just 50p each. There's no value at all. I don't even know why I picked them up. I paid £4 on this Lego advent calendar, and at Christmas time I expect that to get about 35. And I paid £1 for the Barbie doll. Completes are all over the place, but again it's a Christmas doll because it's a seasonal one, so 15 at Christmas. Unfortunately, all these DS games were empty, the cases were, but I think they're handy to keep just in case you actually find the cartridge on its own. And you can sell them for £5 each. I paid £2 for all of them, and they're all decent titles. When I first saw them, I was like, this is great. This is great finding these games, but there was nothing in the boxes, so yeah, it's still worth picking up for £2. This was pretty decent. It was a Walkman. I've still got to test it out yet. I paid £1 for it, and if it does work, then I should get about 35 back on it. The Ted Baker glasses, I paid £3, and this was a bargain because these are worth about 35 to 40. My partner, she broke her glasses recently, and she's going to have these off me, so I'm going to gift them to her. But still, that was an absolute fantastic find. At House 22, I picked up this Beatles vinyl, and it's worth about 20 quid. It would have been worth more years ago. And then I picked up this Duplo box for 2 quid. And some of the animals in there fetch a lot of money, so that's why I brought it. A lot of the bricks are just going to get donated, but the animals themselves I'm going to sell. If it was a complete set, it belongs to a forest set, then it would have been worth about 100 quid. But unfortunately, it's not. So I could still sell all these bits, and I could probably turn over about 40 quid by the time I finished. Maybe a little bit more. I've spent about £52 today at the garage sale, and the potential sales is £380. Take off all your fees and profit, it's going to be about £220. If you enjoyed the video today, do hit the like, do hit the subscribe, and thanks for watching.